Welcome to another exciting episode of the Daily High with Matt McGregor and Tone Vase. Tone, how are you, mate? Happy week.
I'm good.
Friday.
I'm good. My last night in the Maldives, decided to just make my life easy and not drag a table to the balcony. And yeah, it's gonna be sad to go. I will be in Dubai. Already have a dinner planned with a bunch of people tomorrow. My favorite restaurant, Uzbekistani food. It's great. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, terrific, mate. Well, it's been a pretty dramatic week for Bitcoin, really, with not much happening, but it did take a downwards turn. So let's review it. Tone, please go first, mate, because my feeling is pretty similar to last night. I'd like to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, so to me there are differences. So let's go and take a look. So the price is exactly where it was yesterday when we did this show. And right after we finished the show, it dipped for a slight second below 62,000. But I'll talk about that on lower time frames. Here's the weekly chart. This is now the fourth week of a 1 to 4 candle correction. And everything I said in yesterday's show holds true today. In yesterday's show, I stated that we need to reverse within the next 24 hours. Otherwise, shit's going to hit the fan. So if we don't reverse within 24 hours, maybe I said 36, but it's also possible I would have said like less than 24 hours, like 12 or something like that. Doesn't matter. I'm just going to say 24 hours because my memory isn't that great. And so within 24 hours from yesterday, we were supposed to reverse so that this candle marks the low on candle close, for example. Because if next candle is coming in red, I think we're going to go all the way down to 55,000. So that's where the weekly chart stands. My allocation remains at 50%. And the reason it remains at 50%, and I have not lowered the allocation, remember, I'm only going to raise the allocation once the moving averages cross over. I didn't lower the allocation because it's possible that this is a brand new candle that started 12 hours ago, that the low was made and the yesterday's low will not be breached on current candle. But if the low is breached on current candle, it will actually be time to put this allocation at 25%, if not all the way down to 20%. This is the chart that really matters here. This is a 4-hour chart. Now, yesterday, when we were doing this stream, the candle we were looking at, all right, waiting for the MRI, was right here. This was the candle during yesterday's stream. And I'm going to go to the 1-hour chart to show you exactly what we were talking about. And what Matt and I were saying was, Matt was looking for a green diamond, which would have shown up had Bitcoin fallen to approximately 61,000. And I was looking for a 4-hour MRI buy, which also would have happened at 61,000. It also would have happened at 62,000. What I needed was time at these low prices. Now, the other thing I said yesterday is, if Bitcoin does hit that MRI buy, ideally just at 62,000 and not much lower, along with the green diamond, that could be the catalyst to reverse the price to go higher, creating a 1-hour MRI buy inside a 4-hour MRI buy that reverses the fate of, sorry, this should be the daily chart, that reverses the fate of the daily trend. And instead of giving us a red star candle like it has on current candle, it would have flipped the count today to a green one, or at least it would have avoided a red star candle by staying above the highs of this green candle. And everything would have slowly gone into reverse. This is where we're going to go to the 4-hour chart. What happened was the candle mark number 7 is the one that actually reversed. But let's look at the 1-hour chart. The 1-hour chart reversed on an MRI buy, which prevented the 4-hour chart from getting an MRI buy. Now, this would have been an MRI buy regardless. All it had to do was get up a little bit. Coming off the 62, we got as low as 62,760, and this was going to be an MRI buy regardless. All it had to do was stay below like 63,850, basically the current price we have. I really wanted to see this hourly MRI buy and then have the 4-hour MRI buy come in as well. I didn't want to see the 4-hour flip, but it did. And this was looking like this low is here to stay. We still have a chance for this low to stay. And going back to what I said on the last show, this was the price we were looking for, just at 62,000, and everything would have lined up. What I said yesterday still holds true. We needed to reverse in the next 24 hours. And so far, we did reverse in the next 24 hours. We're reversed like 18 hours ago, right here at 9 a.m., right after our show. Right after our show ended, like half an hour after our show ended. So as long as we stay above this low, I'm considering this a reversal, but not a strong enough reversal to bet on. When would I consider it strong enough to bet on? Well, I would consider it strong enough to bet on when the daily chart starts flipping over to a green 1 and a green star, and ideally above the 20-period moving average on the 1-day chart. So let's say 65,000, above 65,000 or above 65.5. Now, we made it to just above 65. So what I can now do is I can put a little bit of a bracket, and I'm going to finish up in a minute, right here. If the hourly chart closes at new highs or new lows, maybe I'll give it a little bit of wiggle room on both sides, like this. Let's say the top of the wick of each side without needing to break the ultimate wick. So I'm going to the bottom of the wick right here, the 10 a.m. candle yesterday, and the top of the 2 p.m. candle yesterday Eastern time. The current candle is a total disaster, breaking everything. But the market is opening in 5 minutes. And there's one thing I know is that market open is unpredictable. And the first 30 minutes of market time is unpredictable. And 10 a.m. tends to bring a reversal. So the only exception to my rule is if we are crashing into 10 a.m. and maybe 11 a.m., I'll give it a little wiggle room. If we are lower than 63,000 after 11 a.m. today, I'm pretty much going to throw in the towel. But until we are trading below 63,000 after 11 a.m. Eastern time today, I'm going to still assume that everything I said yesterday holds true. Our last chance was a reversal within 24 hours, and it happened to be within 30 minutes. But 30 minutes is within 24 hours, and we got that. So that was as slow as I could have spoken about the situation. On the reverse side, the moment Bitcoin is comfortably trading above 65,000, that means closing an hourly candle above 65,000 and starting to approach 65.5. I will become bullish, potentially looking to add more to my trade. But here is the but. I need that 65,000 not to happen within the next 24 hours. It is the opposite situation because if it happens within 24 hours, I'm still going to be on a red 3 because it needs to get all the way to 66 and a half. And on a 4-day chart, it's too freaking early in the candle. So the opposite is holding true on the way up. I want it as slow and steady as humanly possible. So everything starts flipping above 65,000, unlike end of day Monday or going into Tuesday, allowing me to get that nice clean green star candle slowly and allowing a full 4-day candle to slowly go up so that I don't have to chase the damn price like I did on the last 4-day candle, leaving so much time for the candle to reverse itself. All right, now I'm done. So I know, Matt, you didn't have a lot to say today, but I did because this is such a weird situation where we are. All right, I'm going to hand it off to you.
Mate, how you found 10 minutes of analysis in this market, out of this market, it is beyond me. I've got 2 minutes to talk, so we'll get through mine really quick. That's if I drag my heels. I love that, man. That's what I said last night. It's like all that. It's like the going trying to get your team into the playoffs, and they got to win this tonight, and blah blah blah. All right. Before I go any further, please like and subscribe, share it with your friends. Please spread the word about the show. We do the show 5 nights a week from all over the world. We're doing our best to bring you fresh content, even if we do flip and flop between bullish and bearish. That's the market. We respond to how we go. Please use the affiliate links in the description below. We got 2bit and BitGet. If you subscribe and you can go into the Discord group, blah blah blah. You know the score. All right, let's rock on from here.
But you were laughing a couple of times in my analysis. I'm assuming you kind of agree with what I've said.
Yeah, because yeah, I do. I wish I didn't agree with what you said, but I do. I totally agree. All right, cool. So I'm looking at the 4 hour time frame now, and then I'll just finish off with the weekly. For me, it is very, very clear. This is the summation of the entire week. We didn't get above the 200 and all those moving averages. If you've been watching my show, there's on every single time frame I said we had resistance right here, and we did. We rejected harshly off it. I'm still seeing two things. This is the lowest point we got to, right? Let me see. Here. Oh, did that line not go in? Give me 1 second. Forgive me. So 59,661 right now, this week, is this point we've been at since since the all-time high and this little correction that we've had. This mark right here at 59,000, we call it 100, very similar zone, is where my wave will flip to bearish, to red, and my mindset is macro bearish. It doesn't mean it can't go up from there. It's just I'm not at the moment. I'm still in that bullish overall macro bullish mindset where I'm looking for to buy the
Hey,
dip.
Matt, sorry, can I interrupt you for a second? You have that blue
Please.
line at 59,661. Is that just
Yeah.
marking the swing low?
Yeah, swing. That's the swing low of
Okay, because
right there.
you usually use blue lines for your trades, which is why I was confused for a second.
I actually don't have any rules, so but I'll just put orange for now.
All right.
Yeah, I don't actually have any rules. So it's funny that you noticed that. But look, so look, this is the swing low right here. It's very near to here, and actually this, of course, next week in a few days' time, next Monday, will raise higher. Do you know? So it'll be in the same vicinity, I think, by the time next week. This is my mark in my line in the sand. All right, we go below this. I'm no longer bullish. I think that we'll go lower. As Tone said, 50, 55. Don't know, don't know. But I won't be looking to buy every dip. I'll then change what I'm looking for. I'll go back to looking for daily, 3-day, weekly green diamonds. I'll just extend it out. I won't be looking at smaller targets for bullish trades anymore. I won't be looking at 15-minute bullish trades, hourly, 4-hourly bullish trades. Won't be looking at them. I'll just be looking more macro at that point to get back in. But right now, we have a really, really good little pocket. This is the last stand for me in this zone right here. It's clear as day from the price it is right now down to, we'll just call it here, 6.5%, $4,000. If we're able to get inside here, remain above this line at 59,600, get a green diamond, that's our last chance, I think, for a while. And I hope it happens. I'd love to make this a W pattern with a higher side here and a recovery. But below this line, I can't stress highly enough. I'm not satisfied with the price going below this point. That's the 4 hour time frame. That's all I've really got. I'm going to end it just on the weekly because it is the end of the week, not 2 day. And this will be our last show for the week. Let's have a look. Oh, we're close to the end of the month, aren't we, Tone? What's the date today? 26.
Yeah, we are. Oh
25.
man, we're market opened and we're dropping.
Yeah, well, we'll have a look at the S&P 500. Okay, look, that's yeah, you can see it as a good overview here. Very, very cleanly rejected off my point of concern. Very, very clean. That's all I have to say about Bitcoin. Tone, I'm coming back to you, mate. Let's have a look at the S&P 500 and see what's happening to wind this show up because we're going into the end of the week.
All right. Yeah, the one thing I'm not sure if I mentioned, this red star candle on the 4 hour is not ideal. We never got the MRI buy on a 4 hour. In fact, as I mentioned in yesterday's stream, we haven't gotten an MRI buy on a 4 hour in a long time, and the one that we got was a failed signal. And now that we reset the count, we may be, we're rebounding. Oh, wow, that was a nice little bounce in the last 30 seconds. We still got a shot. We got a shot at this. You know, now that the market's open, let me look at the 1 hour Bitcoin chart here. What's the MRI saying? See, the MRI is halfway through. We finished an extension B. I don't really want another MRI buy on the 1 hour chart. It's too dangerous and too risky. Like I would love to see us start to consolidate between 64 and 65 and stay up here for the weekend. That's the ideal situation. Okay, sneak peek at oil. Oil is rallying this week. Sneak peek at gold. Gold is on its 1 to 4 candle correction off the top as well. Weekly scale. The daily scale, let's see if it's any MRI buys. No, got a long way to go here. AM price is flipping. Held the MRI support line. Look at that. Look at the daily here. Beautiful. Even better than the moving average as support. That's pretty nice. S&P, might be a strong week. I know Tesla had a monster day yesterday. S&P MRI buy came in, reversed on an MRI warning candle. S&P is hanging in there this morning, dropped a little bit. It doesn't look like a 10 a.m. reversal's coming because it's rallying early on. The market's been open 5 minutes. This does not look like it's on a delay. It started up. See, this is why I never trade market open, because if I go to a 5-minute chart or a 1-minute chart, this is why I hate market open. If you go to a 1-minute chart, here is market open at 9:30. This candle starts at 1:31. This candle starts at 1:32. And you think that the market is going to keep going down, and then bam, 2.5 minutes into the stock market day, you reversed, and you reversed already significantly. Just after the first 2.5 minutes, you're up 11 points. That's significant. And now, this is why I don't trade the first 30 minutes. So now if we keep rallying, if we rally another 5 to 10 points, and we're up 20 points in the S&P at 10 a.m., now I'm looking for a 10 a.m. reversal to the downside. And Bitcoin's not following suit. So that may not be great for Bitcoin. All right. Anyway, the S&P looks like it wants to rally today. Hopefully, it's a nice bullish day. Tesla yesterday, huge rally. Uh, I think Tesla will rally to near the top of the trend. It overshot the trend to the downside, so it probably is going to overshoot some of these highs. So I am expecting it to break the next moving average as well in an overshoot. Let's see if Tesla is finally ready, to challenge 200 or higher. And that's all I pretty much have, unless you have a question on something else. It's Friday. Maybe I can look at the dollar real quick. I remain bullish on the dollar. It's been kind of up and down. Does
Can
this
you look at
chart
the
look
yen?
bullish to you? It looks bullish to me. What do you
Bullish.
think, Matt? Bullish,
Bullish.
right? Yeah.
Can you look at the yen?
Oh yeah, you're in Japan now. I wouldn't be saving any money in a Japanese bank, that's for damn
Boom.
sure.
Bang, bang. Lucky my money's outside.
Yeah. This looks bad. Well, the weekly MRI sell's coming. The last one strengthened the yen a bit. That's not good. The yen is at a new all-time low. Let's see.
That's really good for me.
No,
That
not
is
all-time
real.
low.
That's really good for me.
Not all-time low. All-time basis. Uh, yeah, yen's been way worse.
Yeah, back at
1971. Look at that.
that's before the Japanese miracle, dude. That's that's
Yeah.
post-war shit. This is modern history. This is bad for Japan.
Yeah, Japanese yen is not looking good. This is a nasty cup and handle, man. This looks pretty bad.
Yeah, everybody come to
Uh,
Japan. Look at that. Bring your American
oh
dollars
yeah,
here.
no, I
Look at
might
that.
I might make a trip to Japan. I mean, if the dollar is going to be that strong, but inflation is going to go up in Japan, so things are going to be more expensive.
All right, man, let's wrap it up. There's beers to
I
be drunk.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's Friday night. All right, yeah, I'm gonna go to dinner. My last night here in the Maldives. So yeah, we're gonna leave it here. Last sneak peek at the 1 hour Bitcoin chart. Look at that. Look
Still
at that
nothing.
rally. A nice little rally on extension B. See, this is what I want to see. And but now I want to see Bitcoin consolidate between 64 and a half and 65 and a half. I'd rather see it on the upper end. I want to see it consolidate around 65,000. Can sleep better at night. And if it consolidates around 65,000 all weekend, I will be very, very bullish for next week. All right. We'll leave it here.
Yeah, that's great, mate. Yeah, just to recap, I know we've finished the show, but I will be very, very bullish if we start to recover in the price. And if we can hold that lucid star and keep the wave green intact, I am technically still completely bullish. That's what I mentioned. Is as long as we stay above and the wave stays green, I'm 100% locked and loaded in all of my trades, except for the leverage positions. I'm in no leverage position right now. I will lighten up on long-term positions if we crack that wave down to re-enter later on. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm still completely bullish. I want it to recover. I'm urging it to recover. So that being said, please like, subscribe, share it with your friends, use the Discord group, and blah blah blah. Have a wonderful weekend. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope Bitcoin recovers. And we're smiling here Monday. Tone, enjoy Dubai. See you soon.
Yep. Bye, guys.